Give me the bass.
Hi, my name is David Samuel, and I'm one of the strength and conditioning coaches for the Search of a Hero concept. The purpose of our training is to make sure that the football player is developed in all different types of levels. So we can't just work just with the footballing skills, we have to work with the strength and conditioning. So therefore we're going to put together a bank of exercises that are there for the development of all football players, both male and female, from the ages of 11 up to senior level. So for beginners, intermediate and advanced. So please enjoy these exercises, and if you have any questions, please contact us on the email that will pop up at the end of this program. Thank you.
Give me the bass.
Now we're going to go into a series of core exercises. We start from what I will say is the beginner's level. So again, like I said, you always find, normally when you take on a player or any sport, but in this case football, you always do your fitness testing first when you're going to work one-on-one. So under the fitness testing, you would have some type of test for the core. Therefore, you will know where that particular player, the level that they are right now. So when you go to write your individual training program, you know what exercises to give. Okay, but like I said to you earlier, what I'm doing right now is just putting up a bank of exercises, and if you need a special program that is designed just for you, then you must contact me. Tell me what position you play, tell me how old you are, tell me obviously what stage of the season you're at, so then I can make an individual training program. Okay? So now we're going to work with the core beginners exercises. We're going to start with plank. Everyone knows plank, but most of the time people don't do it right. So let's come into the plank position, Frida. Okay, so we want a good head position, so the spinal column is straight. We want good hip alignment, so there's no shifting on the hips. Okay, we want the legs in line, so like ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, one line. Chin is down, there, that's it. Head is up a bit, there, chin down. Yeah, okay, hold that position. Keep your hands like a clapping. So, okay, so you want to have the shoulders and elbow one line. This is a basic position. Now, normally you will hold a plank for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, depending on the level, like I said. But the most important thing is that the person is working. So how do I know if Frida is working or not? It's quite simple. I do this. She's not working. If she was working, she wouldn't move. Bring your feet together a bit more there. So as the trainer, as the coach, as the instructor, I'm going to be testing this all the time. Breathing, long breath in and out. Long breath in and out, breathe. Tight stomach, breathe. So every time I move her hips, it means she's not moving. So if she's playing a game of football, she gets a hit to the side, she'll obviously be off balance. The person takes the ball, goes away. So she must be very solid to take the hit on the side and maintain her balance and maintain her rhythm and maintain possession of the ball. So strong core. So you see how the body's shaking now because she's forced to engage her core muscles to keep her in position. Okay? And obviously both sides. See, now that side's working. Yeah? So you don't know which side you're going to get the hit from. It could come from the right, it could come from the left, it could come together. So you've got to be very strong on both sides of your body. So I'm always working with the athletes to make sure that this is rigid. A plank should be solid, like a bridge, solid. That's not solid, solid. Now it's solid. And that's not solid, okay? And drop down to the knees and relax. Okay? So there's no point, what I'm trying to emphasize here, there's no point being in the plank position but not working in the plank position. The core must be activated at all times. If it's 30 seconds, it means 30 seconds activation. If it's 60 seconds, it means 60 seconds activation. So as the trainer, I'm not standing here checking the time, that's not important. I'm here engaged to make sure that she's working. Or he's working all the time. The time is easy to check. Just put a clock down there and look. I'm not standing here just saying, okay, 10 seconds left, 5 seconds left, okay, good job. It's not important. Is she working? That's what's important. So the plank position is a basic exercise, but must be done properly, with good technique, good position of the body. So now we're going to go into the next exercise, side plank. Again, very important that we work obviously on the muscles on the side. That's where you're going to get the hits from. Okay? So those small muscles on the side of the stomach, the intercostalis, the internus obliques, the external obliques, the serratios, anterior, posterior, all those muscles must be engaged and working because they're going to help you keep your balance when you're running, when you're moving, when you get in body contact. Okay? So let's come up into a side plank position, Frida. Okay. So what we want to have is straight back, hips high. There you go. Hold that position. Toes pointing towards the head. That position, right, good. So what you notice here is that the top shoulder is directly above the bottom shoulder. That way you know you've got good shoulder alignment. You don't want this or that. Good shoulder alignment here, okay? Hips are high. So basically the hip at the bottom is in direct line with the armpit. That way you know she's got good height. Just going to come round to the front here. Now, how do I know that she's working? Okay, she's in the position. She's in the position.
I'm falling.
Okay, come forward more. Okay, she's in the position, yes. Good, she's in the position. Is she working in the position? Simple. No working. Okay, so there's a difference between being in the position and working in the position. We try to avoid having the hips on the side because why? It's just going to push the hips down to the floor. So we're going to have the hand relaxed, head looking towards the wall, hips up. Working. Okay. So again, that's my fingers. Imagine a football player coming in with 60, 70, 80 kilos hitting you, well, you're going to fly. So what we want to do now is maintain that position under pressure. I'm going to give you 15 seconds more. So you want to be solid. Feet forward, arms on the side, breathe in with power, chin down, then side. Okay, hips up. Breathe now in and out. Through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, strong head. Strong head. Okay, so we hold it there. So it's very important. That's why, like I say, it's always important that the player works with a trainer that knows what to look for. Of course, Frida knows the position, and she's probably been doing it by herself for many years. But now, when I put intensity to it, by now focusing on the attention to details, you see what happens. A slight movement, she falls back. Not because she's not strong, it's because she hasn't been taught how to engage those muscles under stress. So now, doing this for 3 or 4 months, when she goes into like a contact with a player, she'll feel the difference because she'll be much more stronger on the side. The core will be much more stronger. So that's why it's called core stability. And of course, you've got to work equal sides, right? So you do 20 seconds on that one side, when you switch, it's 20 seconds on the other side. So there's always equal balance. Equal balance in sets, equal balance in reps, equal balance in seconds. Okay? So side plank, very good exercise. Now we want to work with what we call a regular crunch, or old-fashioned terminology, sit-ups, but now we call it a crunch. So again, we want to have a good position with the body. So the feet, knee, hip, shoulder, one line on both sides. You don't want the feet together, you don't want the knees together. You want to have this functional position. I'm just going to stand and show you what I mean. You want to have this functional position, this position, with your feet. Okay? Alright, so you don't walk like this, so you don't have your knees and your feet together. You walk in a functional position, you run in a functional position, you jump in a functional position. Never with your feet tight and close together. Okay? It's not functional. So the fingers, you see, Frida's holding her fingers very lightly by the side of the head. Sometimes you see people pulling on the back of the head. All that's going to do is make you pull your head. So all you're going to do is hurt your neck. Yeah? Having your fingers at the side of the head, you minimize any trauma to your neck muscles. So what we're going to do here, the object of a crunch is basically to lift your upper back very slowly. Okay, stop. We want to disengage the quads, we want to disengage the neck. Okay, so slowly coming down, slowly. So hold it there 1 second. So don't, when you come up, don't close the elbows. Don't use any upper body power. So breathing out, come up very slowly, lift the back. Hold, a bit too fast, come down again. So work even slower. Remember, pause, we want to work deep, slowly. Hold. Come down slowly again. And when you breathe this time, breathe out as you come up, very slowly. And engage this, breathing out slowly. Not too fast. Come down again. See, all what's happening now is the head is coming up. Like I said, it's just working the neck. We're not penetrating yet to the core. It's working, but it can work much better if she just releases the neck and just comes up with the upper back. Okay, try again, very slow. Wait. Push elbows up so you see it in the corner of your eyes. Come on, very slowly, upper back. Better, hold. Alright, so you can see how the body's shaking. It tells you something. This is working. There's no way that she can now use her upper body to help her to come up, or use her big muscles of her legs to help her to press down to come up. It's all focused here. That's why the body reacts by shaking. Come again, very slowly. Breathing out. Hold. Right. Now we're getting there. Slowly down. Hold attention. Breathe out, come up again. Breathe out, come out. Hold. Breathe in, come down slowly. That's good. And relax. Okay? So the purpose of the exercise again is to disengage the big muscle of the legs, the big muscle of the chest and shoulders and arms, and focus on this section, the core section. Okay? Working slowly up, slowly down. Because we're working on core stability, and obviously core means you must penetrate the surface. So you must get beyond what we call the superficial muscles of the rectus abdominis, the abs, the six-pack muscles. You're going to penetrate deep to what we call the transversus abdominis, which is under the rectus abdominis. That's where you're going to get core stability. Okay? So the crunch is a great way to start to build the activation up. Now, remember, I've always been saying to you that we must have balance in the body. We have approximately 800 muscles in the body, depending on who you speak to. But anyhow, it's equal. So if it's 800 muscles in the body, it's 400 on the front, 400 on the back. So which means if you're going to go crunch, you must go the opposite way. If you're going to go chest press, you must do a row. If you're going to do leg extension, you must do leg curl. If you're going to do biceps, you must do triceps. So there's always balance between the front of the body and the back of the body. So it's always synergized with each other. Otherwise you're going to have muscular imbalance. Okay? So now Frida's done crunch. We're going to basically now work the opposite way. Again, we want to neutralize the lower body. We don't want any pressure coming from the legs. Breathing out very slowly. Lift the upper body. Very slowly. Don't lift the head, get the chin down. There you go. Lift upper body. There, okay. Alright? Slowly coming back down again. Breathing in. All the way down, elbows come down to the mat. Down, hold there, but hold it strong there. Activate this all the time. So breathing out, lift again, very slow, breathing out. Hold, relax this part. Breathing in, come down slowly. Hold. Breathing out, lift again, tighten the core. So think like someone's going to punch you in the stomach, you tense, right? Keep that pressure up, come up slowly, breathing out. Holding there, see now? You see the feet a little bit trembling. It means you're trying to engage these muscles. And slowly coming down again. So what I want to see now basically is that I want to see the whole picture, right? So like I said, 4 ways to instruct. Visual, and see what's going on. No point me trying to instruct from here. I'm only going to see this. I want to see if she's engaging the lower legs. So I'm going to step back so I see the whole picture. Okay? But I'm still close enough, even though there's music in the gym, even though there's someone working inside the gym with the battle ropes, she should still be able to hear my verbal instructions. Visual, verbal, audible. So she's hearing me, I'm hearing her. Okay? And obviously physical. Tight this one, relax this one, don't use these. Yeah? So everything is flowing. So all she needs to do is listen and react. One more rep, please. Breathing out, come up very slow. Engage the core, relax the legs. Coming up, breathing out, slow, hold. So you see, strong alignment here. Elbow to elbow, same height. This one is not lower than that one. Then it will be an imbalance. It's the same height. Okay, so the shoulders are in alignment, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow. Coming down slowly. Back down to the mat. And relax. So now we stepped up a little bit. We go into more intermediate exercises. So we bring in a bit of instability. So we want to add more core stability. So we leave the mat work and we bring more instability with the ball, because obviously the object of the ball is going to want to run around. So you have to be even more stronger here to hold it in place. Okay, so you can say it's like resistance to create more instability. So let's come onto a plank on the ball. Okay. So bring the feet together a little bit. Fine, that's it. Okay. So again, chin down a little bit, great. Strong spinal column, neck in line with the spine, hip alignment, holding that position. See, the ball wants to move, so already you can see what's happening to the body, because now she has to engage this. This now has to work harder. So keep the head away from the hands, push away from the ball. There you go. Chin down a bit. There you go. Hold that position. Like 5 more seconds. Chin down a little bit. Chin down a bit. There. Hold it there. Hold it there. That's it. Breathe in. So get more power to breathe in. Out. More power to breathe again. In and out. Release it out. Put them out. Put them out. In and out. Put them out with power. There you go. Okay. So there's no need for me to push now because there's already enough instability here. Okay. Slowly coming down to the knees and relax. Okay, so there's no need for me to push around the ball at this stage because I can already see how effective the exercise was. So there was no need for me to add more pressure on her. Let her handle this one first. Then of course with the ball, you can do a series of exercises with the ball which will be more advanced and super advanced. But now it's intermediate. So when you can do like 90 seconds in the plank, just on the mat, regular plank. There's no point continuing with regular plank. Step into more resistance, add a ball. Okay? That's going to create more instability. It makes the core work harder, as you saw for yourself. Okay? And these are not like some people I've just picked from outside who've never done sport before. These are more or less professional football players. So it shows you that you can always increase your level by increasing your strength and conditioning. Okay, that's going to help your football, or in any sport, in this case football. Okay? So you must have a strength and conditioning program if you want to excel in a performance sport where there's contact, where you need speed, power, endurance, conditioning. Okay? This also works on the mental strength. She now knows, right, if I want to get even better at football, I need to get more stronger. And there's levels of strength. You just keep increasing. Okay? So the more you develop, the better you get. Okay? So plank on the board is very effective, and all you need to go to an inter-sport stadium, buy a Pilates ball, 200-300 crowns, train this at home every day. It's like 2 minutes work. Now, like I said earlier, we're working with intermediate exercises. So once you can execute side plank, static, for like 1 minute on each side, now you need to increase exercise, the intensity. Okay? So now we're going to go to side plank lifts. And like I said, when it comes to repetitions, you must obviously we're going to do 10 on one side, you must do 10 on the other side. You can't just do 10 on one side and say, oh, I'm a bit tired now, or time's running out, so you just do 5 on the other side. It must be equal balance, okay? So bring your arm onto your side. So as the coach, I want to see from the front what's going on, not from the back side, not from this side. So up you come with the hips. Okay, so feet forward, good. Arm straight, good. Back straight, hips forward. There you go. Top shoulder above the bottom shoulder. Coming down slowly. Here's my hand as a guide. Coming down slowly with hips. Don't hit my hand. Just keep coming down. A bit more faster, a bit more. Go down to the floor. More. Hold. Come up. Come up slowly. Breathing out. More. Gonna work also. So this hand is making sure she's working. This hand is making sure she's coming up at the right speed. Okay? So like I said before, physical instruction. One hand is making sure she's working. The other hand is controlling the tempo, so she doesn't jerk the body up. Because then it's just the leg working. Okay? So come again. Let's go for 3 reps. Okay? So breathing in, come down slowly, don't hit my hand. Breathing in, chin up a bit. Hold it there. Breathing out, come up slowly. High up, breathe out. Fix quickly, get back into position. Back into position, hold. Breathe in, come down slowly, don't hit my hand. Back to his hand. Come down, hip forward, hold, arm straight, hold. Breathe out, come up slowly.
Yeah, come on, 2 more. Come up, breathing out, out, through the mouth. Release it, hold it there. Look towards the wall. Last one. Okay. Relax.
Nej, det där var jättesvårt. Annie, du får köra en övning.
So as you can see, like I'm saying to you earlier, sometimes it's that we believe that it's something to do with freedom. I've worked with athletes who are Olympic athletes that struggle on this exercise. I'm talking about Olympic gold medal winning athletes that will struggle on these exercises because they haven't been taught to engage those muscles that are deep in the core that will make them even more effective as an athlete. In all sports, I mean, I've played hockey, boxing, golf, football, American football, rugby, you name it. It's about teaching the athlete when they're young to engage the muscle groups that's going to help them when they get older to perform better. So if you're starting late, well, it's better than ever. But if you can start early, like some of the guys I had earlier this morning, they're 13, 14. So they're getting this information very young. So of course, as they grow, they're going to be pretty good in the terms of their strength and conditioning. So of course, Frida knows now, okay, right, when I get home, I've got some homework to do. But that's good for her to know that, okay, but if I'm good now, I can be even better by incorporating some of these exercises that have been shown today. So side plank lifts are very effective once you can manage the side plank static for about 60 seconds, 90 seconds on each side. So now again we're working with a double exercise. We're going to do a crunch and reverse crunch. So we're going to work the upper core and the lower core in one movement. Okay? So it's an intermediate exercise. So once you can do crunch pretty comfortably, again you must step up the intensity of the exercise. Okay? So bring the feet up halfway. So always the toes always pointing towards the head. I never want to see the feet flat that way. Then you're too much on your toes. Okay? So you want to have the feet, knee, hip, one line on both sides. And again, functional. Always keep it functional. So the legs are not close together. Elbows up a little bit, so you can just see them in the corner of your eyes, both sides. Lift them a little bit, right? That's it. Okay. So as Anna comes up with upper body, the knees will come forward at the same time, at the same pace. Okay? So breathing out, slowly come up with upper body. More, hold there. Now breathe in, come back, same time, slowly, hold there. And when you come up, when you breathe out through the mouth, release it. So you take out the power from deep inside the diaphragm and release it. So breathing out, come up slowly, breathe out through the mouth, come down slowly. The crunch is fine, but the breathing is off. You're holding it in, I want you to release it out. Breathing out, come up slowly. There you go, slowly, hold, good, and come down slowly. Slowly. Hold. 2 more reps, even slower. Breathing out, slowly. That's it, hold. Breathing in, come down slowly. All the way down to the mat, hold. Good. Last one, breathing out, come up slowly, engage the core, coming up. Hold. Breathing in, coming down slowly. Good, put the feet down and relax. Okay, so again, my physical instructions. I don't know if the core is working, so what I did was just to test. Okay, and obviously I can feel, yes, they're working. Both up and down. You can't engage and then disengage. You must work both times, both ways. So coming up, it's working. Coming down, it's working. Slowly coming up, slowly coming down. So there's no jerking movements. Okay, it's smooth. You saw it's smooth. Okay, so all she has to do is follow my instructions and work with my instructions. When she wasn't breathing out, so I really want her to release the breathing. That's why I always recommend to football players that yoga and Pilates is great extra training for a football player, because it helps you to control your breathing under stress, helps also with your relaxation and your flexibility, and also your core stability. It's very much engaged when you do yoga and Pilates. Okay? So that's crunch and reverse. Okay? Like I said before earlier, remember, always work in opposites. So we've done crunch and reverse, engaging upper core and lower core. So now we want to do upper body and lower body lift. So you engage the whole part of the lower back. Okay? Right down into the coccyx down here, not just the rectus spinae. Okay? So again, slow movement. Always with the core, always work slow and tighten the muscles in the rectus and transversus abdominis. So breathing out, slowly coming up, synchronize the lift on both sides. Breathing out slowly. Hold it there for a second. So what we want to see, we don't want upper body to be higher than the lower body. So the heel of the foot should be in the same line as the back. Okay, so there's synergy here. Okay, coming down, breathing in, come down slowly, both going down the same speed. And keep this engaged, all the way down to the floor with the feet. There. Breathing out to come up, very slow again, tight. Breathing out to come up through the mouth, breathing out, slowly lift. Hold in. Breathing in and come down slowly. Slowly, slowly, slow up, slow up. All the way down to the floor, both sides. Keep this engaged. Breathing out, lift again, slowly. Stop, go down again. Synchronize both movements same time. Breathing out to lift. Stop, down again, down again. Don't lift the leg before the back. Breathing out to lift, slowly. There, lifting, 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 and hold there. Good, tight here. Coming down slow. Breathing in. Both working the same speed. All the way down to the floor with both arms. And relax. Okay? So again, it's multitasking. Same like you've got to do in football. You've got to make decisions very fast. Your CNS, your central nervous system, must be functioning and firing at all time, coordinating full body movements all the time. Okay, so we practice this here with the breathing, with the synchronization of the upper body, the core, the lower body. So when you come into a match, it's routine. When you go to training, it's routine because you've been doing this over and over and over again. It's about it's having the discipline to repeat. That's what makes the great players great. They constantly are repeating exercises to get better, okay? Especially the important ones, all right? So it's just about repeating every day, going out there and do a training program and doing it and executing it right. So as you see, when she was doing something slightly wrong, I stopped her immediately because I don't want her to get into any bad habits. I stopped her immediately. Stop. Let's come back down to the beginning. Why? She's thinking, why? Okay, because your lower body is lifting up too fast. I want the synchronization. So again, it's the attention to details. Okay, even though she's doing it really good, but still it could be done better. Okay, because this is an intermediate exercise. When we go to an advanced exercise, this is the base for that. So we don't get this one right. When we go to an advanced exercise, she will struggle because why? On the intermediate level, I allowed her to escape with small defects in the technique. Okay? So lower and upper body lift, working on the core stability.